68 of the world's best Magic Arena players were in Long Beach, California last weekend for the Mythic Championship 5. 3 days of intense Magic Arena action with a $750,000 prize pool that would see first place win a whopping $100,000 and a coveted invite to the prestigious Magic the Gathering World Championships. After the dust had settled, two fierce competitors stood above all others, ready to find out who would be this tournament's champion. Entering from the upper bracket was the Spaniard, Javier Dominguez, the 2018 Magic World Champion and 2017 runner-up. Additionally, across his career, Javier boasts 10 top 8 Grand Prix finishes, including wins in Paris in 2014 and Rotterdam in 2016. At the Mythic Championship, Javier was playing a red-green colored aggressive deck designed to tear apart the ramp-focused green-blue-white colored Bant Golos decks. His opponent, fighting his way back from the lower bracket for a rematch in the finals, was the French competitor Jean-Emmanuel Depraz, whose major accomplishments to date have been 7th place at Pro Tour Bilbao 2018, first at the Grand Prix Warsaw 2017, and captaining the French national team to a first-place finish at the Magic World Cup 2018. For the Mythic Championship, Depraz was playing the aforementioned green-blue-white colored Bant Golos deck. Of the 30% of the tournament field that chose to use this deck, Depraz was the only competitor to make it to the top 8. Game 1 began in a similar fashion to their match earlier in the tournament, with Javier dominating Depraz with his aggressive creatures. But Depraz didn't work so hard just to roll over, and with only 2 life points remaining, stabilized and clawed his way back to a win in the first game. Knowing he had the advantage in the matchup, Javier kept his composure and caught Depraz overextended with his fast-attacking creatures to quickly take Game 2. Game 3 saw Javier on tournament point. Depraz would need to win the game to reset the bracket and force a second match to be played. Not seeing much in the way of his opening hand, Javier was forced to mulligan down to 5 cards, and with his reduced resources, managed to bring Depraz down to just 7 life. But Depraz had more gas in the tank and dominated the board with a horde of zombies that saw him deal 19 damage within a single turn. With the bracket reset, both players were on an equal footing. A single best-of-3 match would determine who would walk away with the $100,000 first prize. The card gods were smiling upon Javier when he drew the perfect cards he needed to run away with the game in less than 5 minutes. But where the card gods giveth, they also taketh away. Javier's aggressive deck completely flopped in Game 2, failing to apply any real pressure to Depraz. And just like that, 3 days of grinding competition had come down to a single game of Magic for $100,000. Javier started the final game by going first and quickly got to work chipping away at Depraz's life total. Unfortunately for Depraz, he was unable to find a way to clear the board. And with fans across the world believing in the cleave, Javier closed out the final game in style. Although he came up just short in the grand finals, Jean-Emmanuel Depraz still walked away with $50,000, as well as a qualification to the World Championships due to Javier already being qualified. Through thick and thin, Javier ground through 3 days of intense competition with his trusty Gruul aggro deck to win the Mythic Championship 5 and the $100,000 first prize that came with it. Congratulations, Javier Dominguez. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing eSport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Arena Esports.